Everybody, welcome aboard this absolutely beautiful TBM 900. Things are looking absolutely well. You know, this is an absolutely beautiful plane, but then suddenly we have something going on here. Oh no. Oh! Yeah, this is the bird strike failure. Yes, everybody, things are not looking good at all. We just had a proper bird strike. Now, the birds didn't actually damage the engine. I mean, this is something that doesn't really happen with turboprop planes like this. I mean, if you do have a proper like jet engine where the birds would actually be sucked in and that damages it.
Birds. Whoa.
Yes, that has caused some issues so far, obviously, but this is looking a bit differently now. Welcome aboard a plane that has its windows shattered because of a bird strike, which is not great. At least our engines are running. Honestly, what we have right here is a relatively easy fix. We can just put the plane down somewhere in the airport. Here we go. We've got the runway down there. We can land there. Put the landing gear down. All right, everybody. TBM coming in now. All right, a bit of an emergency descent. Things looking great. All right, come on now. Landing on this airfield. All right, we do have a bit of decreased visibility through a shattered glass. And oh, that was a pretty hard landing, but everybody, things looking good here. Landing this beautiful TBM 900. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm looking at. A success of a landing despite our windshield being shattered. There we go. I mean, bird strikes on smaller planes, that's something that happens a bit more regularly, you know, than airliners, because they fly at lower altitude a lot more. And this is why we see a lot more videos like this here of a private planes being actually hit by birds here. You can see it genuinely shattering through the window of this Cessna 172. That's not looking good at all. Genuinely. Ooh, that's gonna like cut your head and everything. Oh, this was 9 years ago on ABC News here. Pilot made it very nicely to the ground in this plane. But there are so many more of these encounters here, especially again on these small planes. They fly at smaller airports that, you know, don't have much bird protection or something. You know, these videos can be genuinely pretty nasty here. How can there be so many of these right here? 6 years ago? Yes, there you go. Boom, there we go. It's funny that, you know, again, these propeller planes really aren't as endangered as jets. I mean, have you guys seen this crazy heads-up display video here from a US Navy T-45 Goshawk bird strike? Absolutely crazy. This is a jet, and you can see right there, there's a bird literally being sucked into the engine, and that caused a proper engine failure, with the pilots ejecting the plane. The plane ended up genuinely crashing right here, but the pilots definitely survived because they managed to eject out of the airplane. This was totally fine, but you could see, yes, jets can be very vulnerable against their bird strikes. Let me see right here. We've got a bird strike coming in. Oh no, a lot of birds, and we've talked about this so much. Yes, the proper engine fire here. Things are definitely not looking good at all. We need a little bit more power here on the left engine because our right one is genuinely dead. Let's maybe go ahead and get rid of the fire. Fire extinguishers right there. Let's go and pull that. Things looking good. So everybody, just like Sully, yes, we've lost some engines due to birds. But this is not always the case, of course, and this is what I want to simulate especially today. A lot of very viral bird strikes only damage the nose of aircraft, like here. Got the proper dent in that nose. Oh, that can't be good at all. We've got the paint fully chipped off here from the 737. Now, in a case like here with this properly dented nose, damaged nose right here from Popular Mechanic, they kind of describe it quite well. You know, sitting right behind this pretty fragile part of the plane, there's the radar. This is why the material was relatively fragile and thin, which makes this thing dent in the first place. But the damage that comes with it is, of course, loss of radar. So no navigation, no autopilot, nothing. You're gonna have an empty airplane that you're gonna have to land as a hero pretty safely. And we also have that simulated today. Everybody, today we're gonna do proper damage to this 737 from Ryanair. We're on beautiful approach, we're at low altitude, and then suddenly some seagulls happen. Oh no! Oh, there's the seagulls. Oh! It's a broken engine. Oh no, we've gone right through here. Everybody, yes, everything is properly looking bad right here. You can see a dent here in a proper nose. Check out how nicely I tried to animate it, but it goes even further here. We have a bird It's not looking good. Normally this would have shattered glass. I also have, kind of designed it to be that, but it's not looking good at all. Yes, we have genuine issues here. Also, we have an engine fire here, which you might be able to still tell. Let me just go ahead and maybe get rid of that here too. Yes, we've got a properly damaged Reiner plane. It's a good thing though. We're kind of like on an approach here already to the Palma de Mallorca airport. Things are looking absolutely fine. But isn't this interesting when you have a bird right here? Yes. Now, with this proper nose failure that we do have, there comes along a lot of other failures, like the autopilot being broken or the navigation right here. That's not good. We even have an issue with our pilot airspeed indicator. Oh my god. Yes, this comes along with being hit by a bird as an airliner. Fragile little nose that holds a lot of equipment. This may come in for a landing. We're very fast, but it's gonna go very well. Pretty dangerous encounter, isn't it? Bird's kind of uncomfortable. I can tell. I'm sorry, I can't give you a luxury ride. Now, buddy, our landing gear is already down here. The birds are secure, fastened, their seat belts. Yeah, come on, I tried to do my best here with the work. All right, then, let's come in for a landing. Put the landing gear down, please. It is already down. Might have some issues all along. All right, 170 knots here on the ground speed. We can just easily read from that. And let's do a landing right there. Absolutely fine. Run a Reiner plane. We're allowed to do that. Looking good. And the spider birds, we've landed. We've also got some damaged landing gear. This is a properly crashed airplane. Great. All right, this is what I'm talking about. A proper bird strike on Reiner. I think that's been actually pretty good. Nice one. We're able to stop just fine. I was only up for the Reiner polish to the side. Yeah, was this good? Check out how well I did that. Yes, everybody. Finally, we were able to actually demonstrate, structural damage to this plane. Something that happens a bit more frequently than actual airliners being taken down with their engines like a Saliland. Amazingly, the pilot managed to land safely despite the fact that the front of his plane was smashed in. Good. Oh, these generally can. Oh, there's generally a ton of photos. This is from an F-16 of a nose cone being bird striked from the inside. Check out this incredible damage being done. This is a vintage photo. Another bird strike. Lots of uncomfortable landings happening. Most of these go pretty well. In fact, here we can see a bit of a demonstration of what parts of the airplanes are hit the most. Which generally the most being, well, the engine, as you can see. Mostly the wing as well, because it's got the highest surface to hit. Nose is actually quite, low of a number. Tail is the lowest. Vulnerability of aircraft components to bird strike, with the wing being the most vulnerable. So, buddy, don't get hit by birds, because this doesn't ever end well. So, buddy, thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. As always, good night. Now, thank you very much to my highly supporting members like Jamie Ashton, Mike C, James Duram, Ragings, Met RLG, Matt Van Z, Moritz, Bellhausen, Knots Enthusiast, Shadow, New York, Ryland Williams, Kelly Chaos, John O'Brien, and I'm addicted to Airbus A380s. Thank you.